There's a lot of end of the world shit happening lately.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. A lot. The orange thing was weird, too, because there was this great conspiracy because there was some missing chemicals. There was apparently missing chemicals, like serious amounts.
Does it always have to be like a comic book?
Yeah.
You know? It's always so fucking creepy.
Know. Well, the whole world is like basically some bizarre movie now. The Trump thing, the shooter, all the stuff that's coming out about the shooter now, the more you read about it, the more you're like, what is going
like a
on?
BlackRock thing too, right?
Yeah, he did a BlackRock commercial. They knew that there was a suspicious person 10 minutes before Trump went on stage. They still wouldn't let him go on stage. They saw him on the fucking roof, and they didn't engage.
Yeah.
They saw him on the roof with a rifle.
It's a bad
They didn't
Secret
engage.
Service right there.
They wouldn't put Secret Service agents on the roof because they said there was a slope to the roof.
Right.
And it would be dangerous.
It's more dangerous if the ex-president gets shot,
Bro,
which he did.
They let him get off. The kid got off 3 shots. And apparently there was one that we saw that hit his ear, and you see the bullet. Like, the photographer got a bullet flying by his head.
Yeah.
But apparently there's another one of a bullet going by his left side of his head. So it went by the right side of his head, hit his ear, went by the left side of his head as well. Because the guy got off 3 shots.
Yeah.
And he just missed Trump every time.
There's the one shot of him like turning his head, and I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? It was that close?
Dude, it's so crazy.
Yeah.
It's so crazy. And the fact that they had such poor security guarding him, like they did such a terrible job.
My
They
uncle's
knew the guy
convinced
was
it's
there.
bullshit. My
Dude.
uncle's like, there's no way this is real.
I don't think it's not real, but look, here's the deal. Okay, I'm not accusing anybody of anything. Just want to be real clear.
Yeah.
But they have organized assassinations before.
Sure.
And when they organize
Usually starts a war.
assassinations, it looks just like that. And when they organize assassinations, one of the things they like to do is have some fucking loser kill the president, and then they kill the fucking loser, and that's a wrap. This
Yeah.
kind of like stops all the leads.
Oh,
Everything's like, where does he go? So they have his phone. They say they can't get into his phone. Bitch, I know you read my text messages.
Yeah, why is it taking
could
so
you
long
not
to
get
break
in that
into this
kid's
shit?
phone? That kid's phone.
It's always shady, right? They always die instantly. Like Kennedy assassination too. Like a nightclub owner kills Lee Harvey Oswald. Yeah. I'm supposed to believe there's a nightclub owner with a heart of gold out there.
Runs right up and shoots him in front of cops.
Yeah. What is this? The end of Shaft? What the fuck is going on? Yeah. No, it's like it's
Superfly.
ridiculous.
That was the end of Superfly.
The new Shaft ended like that too.
The end of Superfly. He tells him something stupid like that.
It's cinematic as fuck. It all feels like a movie.
Yeah, it seems like a bad movie from the 70s.
Yeah.
It's weird.
That's how every 70s movie ended, by the way. A guy just gets shot in the face.
Right, there's a lot of that.
Every movie, you're just like, it's like a guy gets shot in the face, and then the credits, and you're like, I guess this is...
The guy on the roof is just bananas.
Yeah.
That roof was 150 yards away. And if you're a good shot with a rifle, hitting a human being at 150 yards is quite easy. I don't know if his rifle had a scope. I'm assuming it had a scope. Someone said he was using iron sights.
Yeah, but he wasn't like set up in advance. He just went up there, right? I mean, that's how they...
He had a rangefinder. Okay, so the kid was walking around the whole perimeter of the area with a rangefinder, which is instantaneously, if you're Secret Service, you see someone with a rangefinder walking 150 yards from where the president is, you tackle that fucking guy. You don't let that guy get on a ladder.
Yeah, this is your Super Bowl. What the fuck are you doing?
He brought a ladder. The guy didn't just bring a rifle. He got through there with a rifle and a ladder. I don't know what kind of rifle it is. I don't know if it's kind of rifle where you could disassemble and reassemble like an assassin, like screw it together. Yeah. But whatever it is, all of it stinks. Every part of it stinks.
And every person who talks about him, it's like the classic incel, like never spoke, never. This was an old bit of mine. I was like, that should be that should be, if you want a gun, you have to be a good conversationalist. You better be chatty. Because that's like every person who does these shootings things or assassinations. It's like they're the quiet, creepy fucking dude.
Yeah. It's very strange. The whole thing's very strange. There was also photos of him where he had long hair and wear lipstick and looked like a girl.
I think that was bullshit, though.
Yeah, I think
that
that's
was
bullshit
fake.
too. But that's a problem. Like everything's bullshit now.
Yeah.
The commercials, the BlackRock commercial, and then there's some videos of him in high school talking about having a 10-inch penis. He looks like he's just having fun with his boys.
There's a video of him saying he's a 10-inch penis?
Yeah, but it's like he's joking around, you know? Like, I have a 10-inch penis, you know, like that kind of thing.
Weird dude.
I'm just a weird kid.
Yeah.
But how did he get in the BlackRock commercial? What happened after that?
I don't know.
I mean, if I was the CIA, let's not even say CIA. Let's say if I was some shadowy intelligence agency that did these, you know, undercover operations that are a little sketchy, I'd like find kids like that. That's your moneymaker. That's how you
Yeah.
do it. If you got a plan, you want to do something, you get some guy that's basically got nothing going on in life. And then, you mentor him, become friends with him. Maybe that guy's dad is an alcoholic who beats him. Maybe his mom is a fucking junkie. Who knows?
Yeah.
Maybe he's like, his life is terrible, and you can provide mentorship, and you can provide, just camaraderie, something like, wow, I mean, I wish I was a secret agent, and then you tell this kid, hey, you could help America. We can work you into the program. You could be one
So
of us.
now you are saying conspiracy.
Listen,
You're entertaining it.
conspiracies are real.
Sure.
They're real. I mean, whatever the fuck happened in Dallas, Texas in 1963, it's not what they tell you.
Yeah.
That's one thing 100% you're going to be sure. There is no objective journalism with no slant, not leaving anything out. Whatever happened with Lee Harvey Oswald and the motorcade.
And Kennedy and having some beef with the CIA and some weird shit over maybe Bay of Pigs or something, right? Like they immediately...
How about Alan Dulles, who he fires?
Yeah.
He fires, and then he gets assassinated, and Alan Dulles is running the Warren Commission. He's a part of the Warren Commission.
It's shady. So much Kennedy shit over the years is so shady.
The shadiest.
Yeah.
The shadiest. He's the biggest indicator, the biggest piece of evidence that someone from somewhere organized together to kill that guy. It
Yeah.
wasn't just Lee Harvey Oswald. Although I'm of the opinion that Lee Harvey Oswald was also a part of it.
Yeah.
Because everybody wants it to be binary, right? They want it to be 1 or 0, yes or no. Lee Harvey Oswald acted alone, or he was just a patsy. But that guy clearly was also doing something with intelligence agencies, because he was able to go back and forth to Russia. He learned Russian. He married a Russian woman.
Yes.
Came back to America.
And he
then
was also living very well when he was over there. He was spending money that, like, you're not making this on whatever per diem horse shit you're making over there. Like,
Exactly.
he was, like, going to nightclubs and shit.
Yeah. The whole story sucks.
Yeah.
The whole story seems like he was some sort of undercover operative.
Like he was getting paid out.
Yeah, and then I think that's how they do it. They make you think you're a part of something, and then they pin the whole thing on you. And then, I think there's probably multiple shooters. I think there's probably the grassy knoll thing seems super legitimate. Also, have you ever looked into how many people who are witnesses that wound up dying in mysterious manners?
Yeah.
Fucking crazy.
It is like, we make fun of Russia for that shit, but
Listen, we do it too.
of course.
We're just a better country. And
for sure.
I'm pro-America. Let's get real.
Let's be, come on.
America all day.
All day.
But
like, if you read, I was reading a Putin book, and literally every chapter just ends with a guy, like the light going out in his hallway and getting shot in the face. And I'm like, this seems like a pretty fucked up rise to power, you
Yeah.
know? I always hate when comics are like going out of their way to divide a room.
Yeah.
And I feel the same way, I mean, more so even about politicians who I'm like, why are you aiming for chaos?
Like, you really can kind of unite people if you give a good speech.
Of course.
You really can. Like, you really can
Sure.
inspire people and unite people with the right words.
Yeah.
And the right real feeling behind it, where it really resonates with people, and they go, well, you know what? He's right. He's right. We should do it differently. We should relax a little, get our shit together. Which is really funny when after the assassination attempt, Biden is like, we have to put aside our differences. Like, you
No
were just
shit.
saying he was Hitler.
I know, but also they're making a big deal that Biden called Trump and that he was like, "There's no place for this." I'm like, "Murder? Yeah.
Yeah.
We shouldn't be. There should not be place for assassinating people."
There also should be no place for you using so much hyperbolic statements that you're saying that your opponent, if they win, it's the death of democracy. Because they kept saying that over and over
Both
again. He's
sides
going to
do
be a
that.
dictator. Yeah, they all do that.
Both sides
He's
do
going to
that.
be a dictator. He's going to be a tyrant. It's the death of democracy. He's going to put people in camps.
It
Like,
all started when we started comparing every politician to Hitler because it gave us nowhere to go.
Right.
Here's the problem: like every cable news show, they thrive the way politicians are trying to thrive now. It's like chaos. It's like you are poisoning every audience member who watches
Yeah.
this shit. Cable
Yeah.
news is literally they're pouring poison down your throat.
And the way they're set up, they kind of have to do that because otherwise they're not going to survive.
They were when Trump was out of office, they were dipping like a motherfucker.
Huge dip.
Huge dip.
Huge dip. Yeah.
Because he was giving them content.
Yeah. The fear content.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a good time for being informed. It's a very confusing time in terms of like understanding exactly what's going on in the world.
Yeah.
It's real weird.
Yeah.
It's just real weird. You don't know what the fuck is happening. There's no official reports of things, and there's so many different things that are popping off. There's so much going on in Ukraine and in Israel, and it's like, what's going on in America? And someone just tried to kill the president, and like, you see how
I couldn't believe that shit. I was like, this can't be fucking.
Can't be real.
When did the world turn into the World Wrestling Federation?
Yeah, I was in Italy.
All of it.
I was in Italy when it was going on.
With the Trump
Cop
thing?
went
Yeah.
on the roof.
Yeah, cop went on the roof. He pointed a gun at the cop, and the cop jumped off the roof.
Crazy.
You never see that in like an Eastwood movie.
Yeah, the cop
the
was like,
cop
out
been
of
going,
here.
fuck this
This says
shit.
he
Yeah.
fired 8 times at Trump.
Really?
This then also says his father reported it missing later that
With his
night.
rifle. Yeah, the father made a phone
Did
call.
he give him the? So I know it was the
have,
dad's
or
gun.
took
We don't.
it.
Do they know if it was a gift or if it was he borrowed it or stole it? That
It says the son missing along with his rifle, so that was his
It was
son's
stolen
rifle.
then.
No, it says, well, it's hard to say what he's saying there because it could be saying the son was missing with his rifle, but it could be saying the son was missing with his son's rifle. See how it says it? Crook's father reports his son missing along with his rifle. That could either be interpreted as Crook's father's rifle or the kid's rifle, right? Am I wrong?
No,
Yeah. There were over a dozen firearms found in the Crook's household. So there was a lot of guns in the house.
How would you like to have that be your fucking kid?
This
Oh, my
too.
God.
They used DNA to identify him.
Well, you
said.
could use a photo. I saw his face.
But no, they said that FBI used that to figure it out.
Oh,
And they're
I'm
not
sure it's
they're
him.
not giving date or any explanation on exactly how they did that. And people were like thinking
How they ran a
might
DNA
have- They
test?
might have used like DNA.com or Ancestry.com or something like that.
Oh, they
to
definitely probably
cross-reference.
use those fucking things. All those databases, we're all compromised.
I shouldn't have done it.
I should have done it too.
I think that ship has sailed. I think it's for the most part over, and I think like we're mostly laughing about it now.
Yeah.
But but now you see it with the Tenacious D guy, and now it's predominantly the left that goes after people. But like now it's kind of this was the right where they're like celebrating the Kyle
Yeah.
Gass thing. Well, I'm like, hey man, it's either all okay or none of it. It's the South Park guys. Either all okay or none's okay.
Yeah. The guy said something on stage because he's signaling to all his liberal followers and he's trying to be cool. And he probably had no idea that that was going to get out to the rest of the world. He thought he was just saying it to his crowd. And he didn't understand because he's like 60 years old. You see that guy? He's old as fuck.
I didn't see it.
He's
but
like
yeah.
a super old triple vax liberal.
Yeah.
And he said something and it was a stupid thing to say. And then you had to cancel their whole fucking tour. And they
Well,
get death threats and
I'm bummed that Jack Black canceled on him.
well, they all canceled.
Well,
I
that's
mean,
your friend, though. I mean, that me out because I think Jack Black's hilarious. So that bummed
Well, he
me
didn't
out.
throw his friend under the bus. He said he was blindsided by it and that he doesn't support hate speech, political hate speech.
Yeah, I mean, but what is hate speech? Is my other thing. It's like you either made a joke, or you either say it's a joke, or
Right.
or it is actual. It's either a joke or it's not a joke.
It is the definition of too soon.
Yeah,
That's
It's
what it is.
Sure.
It was 2 days.
And the joke bombed,
Yeah.
right? I mean,
It was
didn't
like,
hit.
oh, Jesus.
I don't like I don't think it's a good joke. No.
No.
But also, like, why are you calling for? I don't like the calling for people's heads either.
Yeah, I don't like it either. I think they're just delaying their tour. He's just going to take some time
He
off.
just
and
wanted a
come back.
vacation.
No, I really think that's
Yeah.
what the decision was. I think the decision was to stop the tour and then come back.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. Isn't that what they said?
Tour is canceled. He's been dropped by his agent also.
Oh, never mind.
Whoa, Jesus.
I was about to be like, you know what?
hiatus.
Summer is hard to tour, but now, yeah.
Has
that
everybody
sounds-
been dropped or just that one guy?
It just says him.
Jack Black hasn't been dropped.
Yeah.
You're a dumb fucking agent if you're dropping that one.
Yeah, if you drop Jack Black, like, yo. At first, I thought Jack Black said it.
No.
When I saw the clip, I was like, oh, no.